everybody, this is Archita and you are watching the Pharmacopedia. So hope you all are doing well. So this is the lecture number 12 of the Biochemistry Series. So in this lecture, we are going to see the Glutathione Pathway. Also, we'll be discussing the G6PD Deficiency and the Wernicke-korsakoff syndrome. But before that, just let me give you a quick review of the previous video in which we have seen the HMP shunt pathway. So what is its objective? Its objective is basically the production of the NADPH and the pentoses. So what is the importance of the two? I have already told you in the previous lecture. So if you have not watched the lecture on the HMP shunt, link is in the description. You can go and watch that. So when I was discussing about the importance of this NADPH, so it basically causes the regeneration of the reduced glutathione. Okay, dear students, so this lecture is all about this reduced glutathione and its function. Further heading to this glutathione pathway. So firstly, we'll be seeing that what is this glutathione. This glutathione is a tripeptide. It means that it is made up of 3 amino acids. What are they? So chemically, this glutathione is gamma glutamylcystinyl glycine. So when you look at its structure, you basically see that this glutathione is made up of glutamate, cysteine, and the glycine. So the glutathione basically contains these 3 amino acids, that is the glutamate, cysteine, and the glycine. Yes. So when I talk about the third point, that this glutathione exists in both the reduced and the oxidized state. Yes, so this is the reduced state of the glutathione. This is the oxidized state. The reduced state is of great significance as the function is being performed by this reduced one. And yes, these are interconvertible or irreversible, or the reversible process. Yes, when I talk about the functions of the glutathione, so it is basically engaged in the detoxification of what? It is basically involved in the detoxification of the peroxides such as the hydrogen peroxide and the free radicals in the presence of the enzyme glutathione peroxidase. This enzyme is of great significance. We'll be seeing this enzyme or the function of this enzyme later on in the video. So through this, you can see that how the detoxification actually occurs. So this is basically, this gives you the overview. This is the reduced glutathione. So what it does, it causes the detoxification of hydrogen peroxide to water and itself it gets oxidized. So कहने का मतलब मेरा ये है कि ये जो reduced glutathione है, ये क्या होता है? It causes the detoxification of hydrogen peroxide by converting it to water and itself ये क्या होता है? ये oxidized हो जाता है. Yes, dear students, moving ahead to the next slide. So this will be actually saying that the function of the enzyme glutathione reductase. But before that, you will be familiar with this flowchart or this pathway. This is the HMP pathway. So during the HMP pathway, मैंने आपको बताया था that glucose 6-phosphate gets converted to 6-phosphogluconolactone in the presence of the enzyme glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase. During this process, what happens is कि NADPH has been produced. That is reduced nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. Phosphate is being produced from NADP+. Yes, dear students, and also when this 6-phosphogluconate gets converted into ribulose 5-phosphate, during this process also the NADPH is being produced. Yes, so जो भी important है, important functions perform होते हैं, it is through this NADPH. So HMP shunt is basically important because it results in the formation of the NADPH. When I talk about this enzyme glutathione reductase, so its aim is to reduce the glutathione. As I have already told you, कि glutathione जो reduced form में है, it performs the function. So glutathione reductase क्या करता है? ये glutathione जो oxidized state में उसको किस में convert कर देता है? Reduced state में convert कर देता है. As you can see simply from here that this glutathione which is in the oxidized state, so it in the presence of the enzyme glutathione reductase gets converted into glutathione which is in the reduced form. ठीक है, जो ये oxidized form में, ये reduced form में convert हो जाता है in the presence of the enzyme glutathione reductase. Further, ये जो glutathione जो reduced form में, ये क्या करता है? It causes the detoxification of the hydrogen peroxide, that is H2O2, to water. Okay, so this is basically the overview of the complete glutathione pathway. When I talk about the importance of NADPH, so as I have already told you in the previous lecture that it causes the regeneration of the reduced glutathione, and this is how it maintains the integrity of the RBC membrane. Moving ahead, yes, so this chart is basically depicting you the role of the enzyme G6PD and the enzyme glutathione reductase. So HMP shunt pathway में क्या होता है? HMP shunt pathway में क्या होता है? Glucose 6 phosphate से 6 phosphogluconolactone बनता है, ठीक है? In the presence of the enzyme G6PD, very simple. But during this process, NADPH is formed. Very simple. इस process के टाइम पे क्या होता है? NADPH का प्रोडक्शन होता है, ठीक है? Then this NADPH is being utilized during the conversion of this glutathione, which is in the oxidized state, to the reduced state. What I mean to say is, dear students, जब ये glutathione oxidized state से reduced state में convert होता है in the presence of the enzyme or by the enzyme glutathione reductase, so in that case, this NADPH is being utilized. Yes, that's why this NADPH plays a key role in the regeneration of the reduced glutathione. आई होप दैट इट इज क्लियर. यहाँ का प्रोसेस बहुत क्लियर है. यहाँ का प्रोसेस HMP शंट से रिलेटेड है. दैट HMP शंट में क्या हो रहा था? फर्स्ट स्टेप में NADPH का प्रोडक्शन हो रहा था इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ द एंजाइम G6PD. But this NADPH gets used up when this glutathione, which is in the oxidized state, gets converted into the reduced state in the presence of the enzyme glutathione reductase. I hope it is clear. Clear. Moving ahead to the next slide, which gives you the complete overview or the complete detailing about the glutathione pathway. So here you can see that there are two enzymes, that is the glutathione reductase and the glutathione peroxidase. These two enzymes are the key enzymes in the glutathione pathway. So I have already explained you about the glutathione reductase in the previous slide. Glutathione reductase क्या करता है? It causes the conversion of the oxidized glutathione to the reduced one, meanwhile utilizing the NADPH. So this is the function of the glutathione reductase. Now coming to the glutathione peroxidase, what it causes is, ये glutathione क्या cause करता है? Detoxification process cause करता है. Detoxification of what? The free radicals or the peroxide. So here is the hydrogen peroxide. ये क्या करता है? Glutathione peroxidase enzyme ये क्या करता है? ये H2O2, which is the hydrogen peroxide, it converts it or detoxifies it to water. Meanwhile, ये जो reduced glutathione है, it sacrifices itself and gets converted into the oxidized form. ठीक है. सो बोथ एंजाइम्स की जो दोनों एंजाइम्स की जो फंक्शनिंग है, डू नॉट गेट कंफ्यूज बिटवीन द टू. द ग्लूटाथियोन रिडक्टेज क्या करता है? ऑक्सीडाइज से रिड्यूस स्टेट में कन्वर्ट करता है यूटिलाइजिंग द NADPH. बट ये जो डिटॉक्सिफिकेशन का प्रोसेस है, इट बेसिकली कैटलाइजेस बाय द एंजाइम ग्लूटाथियोन पेरोक्सिडेज. यस. सो in that process, this glutathione, which is in the reduced form, gets oxidized. I hope that it is clear. So firstly, just let me give you a quick, let me just sum up all the process, what happens during the glutathione pathway. तो glutathione pathway में क्या होता है? ये NADPH जो उसे HMP shunt pathway से मिला है, ठीक है. ये NADPH क्या करता है? ग्लूटाथियोन को जो ऑक्सीडाइज स्टेट में है उसको किस में कन्वर्ट कर देता है? रिड्यूस स्टेट में कन्वर्ट कर देता है, ठीक है. जब ये एक बार रिड्यूस स्टेट में कन्वर्ट हो गया है, तो यहाँ से ग्लूटाथियोन की फंक्शनिंग स्टार्ट होती है. फिर ये ग्लूटाथियोन क्या होता है? इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ द एंजाइम ग्लूटाथियोन पेरोक्सिडेज itself it gets oxidized. ठीक है, मैंने आपको बताया था that this process is interconvertible और reversible. ठीक है, reduce से oxidize, oxidize से reduce. This process is interconvertible or reversible. Okay, so this glutathione peroxidase meanwhile causes the detoxification of H2O2 to H2O. So this was all about the glutathione pathway. I hope that each and every point is clear to you guys. Moving ahead to the question that says that what happens if the cells lack NADPH? It's a very important question that what happens when the cell lacks NADPH? तो जब भी सेल लैक करेगा NADPH को तो क्या होगा? There is a decrement in the reduced glutathione. When there is a decrease or when the cell lacks NADPH, so what it causes? It causes a reduction in the reduced glutathione production, or it inhibits the production of the reduced glutathione. तो जब glutathione का production नहीं होगा तो फिर क्या होगा? It will result in the oxidative stress. Very very important that when there is a decrement in the production of the NADPH, so there will be a decrement in the reduced glutathione. क्योंकि reduced glutathione को कौन बनाता है? NADPH बनाता है. Yes, so this reduced glutathione basically causes the oxidative stress because glutathione जो reduced है वो क्या करता है, it is engaged in the detoxification process. तो जब रिड्यूस्ड ग्लूटाथियोन का का प्रोडक्शन नहीं हो पाएगा तो फिर क्या होगा, H2O2 या peroxides या free radicals का detoxification नहीं हो पाएगा and therefore it gets accumulated. Yes, dear students, it gets accumulated in the body and resulting in the oxidative stress. This is very very crucial condition as it damages the जो इसका जिसका accumulation है free radicals और H2O2 का, ये क्या करता है, it damages the lipids, proteins and the DNA. So that's why this reduced glutathione is very very important in order to clear up the hydrogen peroxide and the free radicals in the body. Yes, dear students, so this was of this NADPH is of great significance and that's why the HMP shunt plays a very very important key role. This HMP shunt, that's why it's very very important from the competitive aspect. Yes, so I hope that this is clear to you guys. Moving ahead to the G6PD deficiency. So when I talk about this enzyme G6PD deficiency, so this is glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase. So it causes the conversion of glucose 6-phosphate to 6-phosphogluconolactone. In that case, what it causes the production of NADPH. Many times, okay, I have been telling you this. So this G6PD is basically an X-linked recessive disorder. Remember this, that it is an X-linked recessive disorder. It means that there is a mutation on gene of chromosome X. When you look at the first point, that it causes the accumulation of the methemoglobin and the peroxides in the erythrocytes and causes the hemolysis. In order to understand this point, what you need to know is that कि ये जो NADPH है ये क्या करता है? It maintains the ferrous or the reduced state of hemoglobin. हेमोग्लोबिन का जो फेरस स्टेट है उसको क्या करता है, ये NADPH मेंटेन करता है and therefore it prevents the accumulation of the methemoglobin or the ferric state Okay, so what I mean to say is ये जो NADPH है ये क्या करता है, ये जो hemoglobin को किस में मेंटेन करता है, ferrous state में मेंटेन करता है and therefore it prevents the accumulation of the methemoglobin or the ferric state. Okay, so जब NADPH का प्रोडक्शन, जब G6PD एंजाइम की डिफिशियंसी होगी तो NADPH का प्रोडक्शन नहीं हो पाएगा and therefore it results in the accumulation or the deposition of the methemoglobin and the peroxides too, because NADPH glutathione जो reduced form में convert होना है वो it is dependent on the NADPH. जब NADPH को supply नहीं हो पाएगा, so there will be an accumulation of methemoglobin and the peroxides both in the erythrocytes and therefore it will further result in the hemolysis or the breakdown of the RBCs and ultimately it causes the hemolytic anemia. Yes, dear student, it causes the hemolytic anemia. Yes, how can you just depict this? You can generally understand it with the help of this picture. This is basically this spots. What does this spot depicts? This spot basically represents the Hind's body. This is known as the Hind's body. What does it mean? It means the ruptured or the disrupted hemoglobin. This is the disrupted hemoglobin viewed under the microscope. So this is how it has been seen under the microscope in G6PD deficient patient. So this is known as the Hind's bodies. Also, one more thing that you need to remember is that the erythrocytes or the RBCs is completely dependent on the HMP shunt pathway. It is completely dependent on the HMP shunt pathway for the production of NADPH. Yes, dear students, remember this. जो erythrocytes है वो HMP pathway पे completely dependent होते for the production of the NADPH. Okay, I hope it is clear. So, moving ahead to the causes of G6PD deficiency. So, there are certain drugs. So, the first one is the sulfamethoxazole, which is a sulfur drug. Primaquine, which is an anti-malarial drug. Sort of infection, nitrofurantine, or the fava beans. And the drug that can cause the G6PD deficiency is an antipyretic drug that is anti-synlide. That is, yes. So it is basically an antisalide drug, which is basically an antipyretic drug. So it can also cause the G6PD deficiency. Yes, dear students. So you can generally remember it with the help of the mnemonic, that is spin-off. That is, which means that S for sulfamethoxazole, P for primaquine, I for sort of infection, N for nitrofurantoin, O for oxidant drugs, any sort of oxidant drugs, and F for is the fever beans. So through this, you can simply remember the drugs which causes the G6PD deficiency. Yes. So moving ahead to the next slide or last topic of discussion, which is the Wernicke-korsakoff syndrome. So what is this Wernicke-korsakoff syndrome? This Wernicke-korsakoff syndrome is basically a genetic disorder and which occurs due to an alteration in the enzyme transketolase. Transketolase enzyme के बारे में मैंने आपको बताया था Simplified pathway में कि that this transketolase enzyme is in great association with the thiamine pyrophosphate. Thiamine pyrophosphate की presence में ही ये अपना activity show करता था. ये क्या करता है? It causes the conversion of the xylulose 5 phosphate and the ribose 5 phosphate. Also हमने देखा था कि xylulose 5 phosphate का at the last step it causes the conversion of xylulose 5 phosphate to fructose 6 phosphate, which ultimately gets converted into the glucose 6 phosphate. So this was the role of the transketolase enzyme. So there is a defect. तो जब डिफेक्ट हो जाता है तो फिर क्या होता है? ट्रांसकीटोलेज एंजाइम की जो अफिनिटी होती है थायमिन पायरोफॉस्फेट के साथ में, इट डिक्रीजेस बाय 10 fold times. Yes, dear student, it gets decrease to 10 fold times with the thiamine pyrophosphate. So this was about the Wernicke-korsakoff syndrome. Moving ahead to the symptoms. So the symptoms of this syndrome is the mental disorder, loss of memory, and the partial paralysis. And this symptoms basically manifested in the alcoholics whose diets are generally vitamin deficient. Yes. So ऐसे patients या alcoholics जिसकी diet vitamin deficient होती है, vitamin deficient होती है, in that case these symptoms are being manifested. Okay, so here this lecture ends up. So just let me just summarize each and everything to you guys. So firstly, we have seen the glutathione pathway, that how it actually works. Okay, then we have seen the G6PD deficiency, and then lastly we have seen the Wernicke-korsakoff syndrome. Yes. So in the glutathione pathway, what we have seen कि oxidized state से वो किस में convert हो रहा था? Reduced state में convert हो रहा था in the presence of the enzyme glutathione reductase. And then this reduced form क्या कर रहा था? Detoxification process कर रहा था in the presence of the enzyme glutathione peroxidase. Okay, so this two point is very important. Then we have seen the G6PD deficiency कि ये क्या होता है, कैसे होता है, results in the accumulation of methemoglobin and the peroxides, which ultimately causes the hemolytic anemia or the Hind's bodies. Then we have seen the drugs associated with this G6PD deficiency. Then at the last, we have seen that this Wernicke-korsakoff syndrome, which basically occurs due to the defect in the enzyme transketolase. So I hope that this lecture is clear to you guys. And yes, thank you so much for watching the video. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to Pharmacopedia. Yes, you can also follow me on Instagram at Pharmacopedia 25. Yes, as I keep updating certain things about the lectures. Yes, so thank you so much for watching. And yes, in case of any queries, do let me know in the comment section below. I will be happy to help you guys. So yes, till then, keep studying and take care. I will be right back with another set of educational content. Till then, keep studying and take care.